Hey there, beautiful soul. This is the Unmasked Parenting Podcast. I'm Kimberly Cox, leader of the Neuro Circus, and we are here to go through the messiness of late diagnosis, burnout, and reclaiming your energy in neurodivergent women. So I'm so excited that you guys are here today. This is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, okay? I think so often parents try so hard at the end of the year to keep it all together, and the harder we try to keep it all together, honestly, the more we just unravel and fall apart. So we're going to talk today about energy. We're going to talk about how to not give away your energy, okay? How to hold on to your energy, how to make more energy. All right, so I want you first of all to know that you're not broken just because you're tired and you've been masking all year, okay? Let's face it, we all do that when we deal with public schools, when we deal with private schools, when we deal with any people who could possibly be neurotypical. We tend to mask, okay? So it's not just for your job or your kids or for the world. You're exhausted. And it's not laziness, okay? It's not. It's a signal, okay? So what happens at the finish line? So many crash right before the relief comes, okay? I've known parents who have just not even sent their kids to school on the last day, okay? Or who have had 2 or 3 absences when they've had almost an entirely perfect attendance record. And that last 2 weeks is just, they can't even do it, right? So it's like our brains go, okay, we made it, now we can collapse. And they do. So we're going to talk about microdopamine here in a minute, okay? So for those of you who aren't very aware of what dopamine is, it's that chemical that kind of gives you that hit, that little bit of happiness, that reward kind of feeling, like, oh, let's do this again. So we're going to talk about how you can have micro hits of dopamine in your everyday life, okay? But first, we're going to take a moment to go to a sponsored message. May is huge here at the Neuro Circus. So I just want to take a few moments to say how extremely excited I am for all of the fun and amazing stuff we have coming up from May through September. It's going to be nothing but a party and all kinds of fun in so many different ways. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to talk about May specifically, and then we will touch on a couple other things real fast and move back to the podcast. So first off, we are rolling out our re-grand opening in May. The Neuro Circus has been around on social media for about a year and a couple of weeks now. But May was when we really jumped in. May was when I launched my 3 books. May was when I started really doubling down on TikTok posting and things like that. And I'm just really excited to be in this space, to be able to bring you guys just a month full of fun, okay? So we're gonna start out starting on May 5th, yes, Cinco de Mayo. We're going to start with our Abundantly Aligned Action Challenge. It's going to be a monthly challenge, guys. It's going to be free. It's going to come to your inbox. You're going to get, buy it like 2 times a week. On Mondays and Thursdays, you're going to get emails to your email. It's going to have links to videos. We are going to talk about all the things to move you from a place where you have a big vision but don't really know where to go, to taking those abundantly, divinely aligned action steps in order to just rock your manifestations. I'm so excited about this. I have so much behind the scenes stuff and all of that. So that's going to start happening on the 5th. I'm going to all next week. We're going to have some big fun things going on leading up to that to, you know, just kind of promote that. May 17th is a big day, guys. We are launching again, or launching on its own. The new book, which is going to take all 3, the center ring, the first ring, and the third ring, and it's going to combine them into one book with fun stories and fun little examples and different things to help you really bring the Neuro Circus, the rings of that circus, to life in your life. So I'm ridiculously excited. We're going to do all of the rest of May. So from the 17th when it launches all the way through to the end of May, if you buy the book during that time, I'm going to have a special 6-week coaching program to help you go through the book. We're going to do live calls. We're going to do hot seats. It's going to be amazing and so much fun. So that is at the end of May. June and July are going to be summer camp, which I'm so excited about. We're going to be helping you guys bring your own summer camps to your own areas, as well as creating an online one for those who don't necessarily want a bunch of kids in their yard or at their park and stuff. We're going to do it where we can have just a bunch of fun and we can take pictures and videos and the kids can kind of get to know each other in a tight knit community. And that is going to be the start of, I want a drum roll and I don't have a drum roll, but I'm so excited. That's going to be the start of our homeschool co-op too. Starting in September, we're going to start the homeschool co-op. August is going to be the intro to that. We're going to have a challenge to getting your homeschool ready. So many good things. And I'm so excited for just all of this. It feels like so much momentum, but in the best way possible, guys. I'm so excited. So I will leave you back to the podcast, but keep May in mind. This is so exciting. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are talking about microdopamine, okay? So microdopamine, those little bitty things that you can do just to add a little hint of joy, a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of something in your life that gives you a sigh of relief, or that moment where you can go, okay, we've got this, right? Okay, so here's a few, and I'm sure you can come up with plenty more on your own. In fact, it would be awesome if you could drop some of them in the comments down here or on my post about microdopamine. That would be amazing too, okay? So light a candle that you love. So maybe you're going through your morning routine and you're just not feeling it, and you take that one sugar cookie candle that you love, or that, you know, that coffee scented one, right? Like double up, you have that smell of coffee while you're drinking your coffee. So light a candle that you love. Use a warm drink as a grounding ritual. So there are times when we feel out of touch, out of our body. We either are overwhelmed or frustrated, or we've hit fight or flight for whatever reason. That could be because you're arguing with your kids. It could be because somebody just handed you snack mom for, you know, not only your kids' class, but your whole grade. You know, so now not only do you have to provide, you know, 30 snacks, but maybe you have to provide 60 or 90 for field day. I've had that happen before. You can just make yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, something where you can feel that mug, that warm mug, and you can breathe in that warm aroma and just feel yourself calming down and feel yourself coming into your body again, okay? Set a timer and challenge yourself to complete one thing. This is a big one, right? We do this in our house a lot when I can't get the kids on board to help clean. I'll set a timer and, all right, the first person to get all of whatever they have to get done gets a prize. And it could be something as simple as extra internet time, or, you know, okay, you get to pick dessert for next week or something, right? But just something so that they know, okay, like I did a job, but, you know, I got a reward for doing a job. Make a playlist that starts your day with a mood shift. I do this all the time. I have certain playlists I listen to when I want to do certain things, and it just gets me going. It gets me in that space where I'm excited, where I'm happy, or where I'm grounded, or where I'm focused, whatever it is I need to do in the moment. There's a playlist for it, I promise. Let yourself scroll guilt-free for 15 minutes. One of my favorites. I have a really bad habit of when I do let myself scroll, it's for work, it's for business, it's for research. And so allowing myself 15 minutes to scroll on things that really aren't research, aren't going to give me any ideas, aren't going to help business, they're just for me, right? They're just guilty pleasures of things that I enjoy for myself. And that's huge. Okay, so we are going to go to one more break before we wrap it up. Alrighty, be right back. All right, guys, we have to talk about the Out of the Darkness walk in Indianapolis. It is in September. I believe it's September 9th. If not, I'll put it up on the screen when it is. But it is in September. It is suicide prevention and awareness. And we do this every year with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They're an amazing community. They come together. They help provide awareness. They help provide counseling and therapy to people who are suicide survivors. They do so much for the suicide community. And I just really need to... I've tried year after year after year to get a group, to get a big group. And I know that the circus team can show up and show out. So guys, I am going to post the link to my, the Neurocircus walk team. And if you cannot be here in person, it's in Indianapolis. If you cannot be in beautiful Indianapolis, sign up virtually, okay? Sign up virtually, sign up for the team. Help us help hundreds of people who need the help, who need therapy, counseling, who need, you know, to just know that there's a community out there. Help us to reach communities who are being, you know, ostracized, and it's creating that desire for those things to happen, which is just not a good thing. We know in the neurodivergent community that is one of the places where sometimes that shows up as a way to get rid of all of the feelings of sad and, you know, being bullied and all of that, and that's not good and it's not okay. So at the Neurocircus, we take that near and dear to our heart because we know that there's a lot of our people that this organization helps. So I will leave the date and the link and everything in the description below. I will get you right back to the podcast. Alrighty. Welcome back. We are talking about accommodations that feel sacred, okay? So we just talked about the dopamine hits and how to put microdopamine into your life. Now we're going to talk about accommodations that feel sacred, okay? So here are a few examples of some. Creating a do less list, okay? Now this can be done in many ways. You can either write out the things that you have to do and then cross things off that you don't have to do, right? Maybe it's like, oh, I need to do laundry today and dishes, and I need to take the garbage out, and I need to do this and I need to do that. And there's some things that you're like, well, technically, you know, I could do laundry tomorrow because we do still have clothes for tomorrow. So I could do that tomorrow, right? It's that giving yourself a little bit of grace, removing a few things off that list to make it feel less heavy, okay? The other way that you can do that is you can write out a list of things that you don't need to do. This is sometimes my favorite one because we can write out this list of things that we feel like we should be doing, but we don't have to do. And then we can take that list and we can do one of two things with it. We can either crumple it up and throw it in the garbage and not have to deal with it, or we can put it up somewhere and not think about it till later when we have time to do those things. And I love that idea of like having it on a list, and that way it's out of my head but I don't have to think about it. It's not where I'm looking. It's not where I'm constantly seeing the things that I'm not able to get to yet. Here's one. This is one more for the moms, I think, than anybody. Eat the same lunch all week. Okay, when I'm meal prepping for dinners, sometimes I will just get in that mood where I know I'm gonna want a chicken taco bowl all week. I know that's what I'm craving, that's what sounds good. So I'm gonna make some extra chicken taco meat so that I have that ready to go. And then all week long, I can just make myself that, and that can be enough. I've done that just with cottage cheese. I've had like cottage cheese and crackers and cheese and like maybe some salami, and put all that together, and I bought that specifically for my lunch that week, and that's what I've eaten. So making things easy for yourself where you don't even have to think about it, okay? Sometimes using your voice memo, your voice recording instead of journaling can help a ton. Sometimes I don't feel like writing out everything, and that feels like that's gonna take too much time. My brain's gonna go faster than my fingers can go, and I'm gonna lose stuff. So sometimes I can just take a breath and be like, let's go, let's do this, ramble it all out onto the voice memo, and then it's there, and if I wanna re-listen, I can. And then there's one on here, which I still haven't been able to master yet. We're coming close. We're coming a lot closer. And that's declaring one morning tech-free. Okay, so that means waking up slowly. That means waking up, maybe you have an alarm clock, but after that, you don't do anything else with your phone. You put your phone in the other room, right? You don't scroll. You don't check emails. You don't do any of that stuff. And you literally just spend your time relaxing, pampering yourself. You get your kids to school if you're doing it on a school day or whatever, but you don't push the tech stuff, okay? So these are all amazing, fun, awesome ways that we can add just a little bit of fun, a little bit of extra energy into our last few days before the summer hits. We are so excited. We are coming into May. May is a huge month in our community. And one of the things that we are opening up this May, it's going to be open for pre-enrollment, is going to be our Instant Summer Camp, okay? So with Instant Summer Camp, you guys are going to get an opportunity to either create your own like actual physical in-person summer camp with your friends and family or group of choice, or you're gonna get to join in with our group online, or you can do both. You can totally choose to do both. You're gonna get weekly activities that are a wide spectrum of ways that you can do them, so that we are taking the guesswork out of this idea of, oh, well, my kids can't do this because of sensory, or my kids can't do that because, the functioning abilities are not there or whatever. We're taking all of that away. And I'm going to give you guys step-by-step help for each activity, how you can tailor it to each age group, each functionality group, each sensory group. We're going to have just a lot of fun ways to do the same activities across the board. We're not going to have too many of them, and we're going to have one theme per week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The last week in May, we're going to spend as a planning. We're going to do deep planning on it. And then the first week in June, we are not going to be jumping straight into it. We are going to be doing the summer reset, where we are going to help you slow down. We're going to help you disconnect from all the noise, all the busyness, all of the stuff that you don't subscribe to. And we are going to plug into the fun, to the leisureness, to all of the good things that summer has to offer, okay? So if that's something that you're looking forward to, it should be dropped today. You should be able to pre-order today, or pre-enroll, I should say, in this. And I'm just really excited to see what comes of all of this, okay? So as we close, just let me remind you, you are allowed to slow down. You're allowed to need support. You're allowed to protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. All right, folks, I'm Kimberly Cox. This is the Unmasked Parenting Podcast. One of these days I will not get the two of these mixed up, but this is the Unmasked Parenting Podcast. I'm Kimberly Cox from the Neuro Circus. I will see you guys next week.